Oh, we also ended up going to this really cool like art exhibit thing. It kind of reminds me of the Container Bar in Austin, but better, much better. Because the Container Bar is just a whole bunch of containers stacked. This is like a spot we can go in, meander around upstairs, downstairs, and then there's a back part of it which can be used as like a design, like a studio. They're using it as a dance studio that night. So it was crazy stuff they were doing back there. It was amazing. I have some videos of that too. They're not the best videos because I was pretty drunk at the time, and I ended up getting into some weird shit that night too. So the first 2 nights, I ended up getting into some stupid shit. Barely ever remember what the fuck happened. I think I got punched in the face. Don't know. Don't care.
Ok, chicos, tienen para elegir. ¿Quieren terminar la frase? O la dejamos por ahí y solo la que va.
Ay, Dios mío. Ay, ay, ay. Sí.
But the rest of my 7 days here, I had to kick it. I was just chilling. There's nothing going on, and so I had the life of Corbin Jenkins. I had to get my life together. But yeah, since this is the last day, I've just been kicking it, enjoying the breeze, and I'm trying to enjoy the rest of it. There are a lot of common misconceptions about Cuba. Like some people may think that they're poor or a third world country or whatnot. It's like, yeah, they don't make that much money, but if you come out here, bro, it's not what you think. It's not what you think at all. Like, of course, like every place on earth has a ghetto, so you can definitely cross by the shitty parts. You can always cross by shitty parts anywhere. All right, Beverly Hills, I'm sure has a shitty part. it may end up looking like fucking like Austin or something like that, you know, like where we think it's pretty nice, to like them on Rodeo Drive, they're like, oh, this is just terrible. But no, it's really not that bad. It's really not that bad, you know. I noticed another thing to keep these guys over here from fucking shit up and revolting. They have a shit ton of police. The police presence here is real. All right, military presence, police, whatever you want to call it, it's a real thing. Everywhere. Especially in the high income areas. Well, high income, quote unquote, like where all the nice houses were like the cartel, not the cartel, the mafia, because they came down to Cuba and they ended up building some shit out here too. Before everybody got kicked out, it was thriving. You know, everybody was cool, and then they ended up getting kicked out. And now a lot of these buildings are abandoned. They're being repurposed for other things. They're not being used. They're not being used to their fullest potential as they used to be used as, right? So they just been over there kicking it. It's just the craziest thing to me on how that whole thing just went down, and they haven't really recovered. But I will say this: the Cuban people are strong people, and they're hella resourceful. I don't know how many. I think they said there's like 200,000 like late model cars. Never say late model like 1930, 1940, 1950, 1960, like old school cars. A lot of them like the 50s and 70s, shit like that. Yeah, they're nice cars. You saw this beastie ass pink Cadillac, and then whenever it comes to like something gets broken, they're gonna use other things to fix it. Like I've heard people using old dryer parts, old air conditioner parts, old plumbing parts, whatever they can find in order for that to like kind of work. They're just gonna fucking put it on and make it work. Because the cars back in the good old days, they're actually built to last. Built for tough. You know, like that Ford Victoria was a motherfucker. I swear. Don't get me wrong, it's a very nice car. The ride is cool for like 20 minutes. You know what I mean? Especially me having the sissy, the sissy body like I have now. When I say sissy, I mean, you know, my ass starts to hurt if I'm not inside a comfortable seat. That's just what it is. You know, that's just what it is. But motherfuckers over here make it work, and they don't give two shits about it. And how they keep from crying is they dance. All right. Never tell you they dance their hearts out. All right, ended up going and taking a salsa lesson one of my couple days here. It was super cool. They ended up pairing me up with a lady partner. She was tiny, cute. Actually, I thought I was doing pretty good. I was better at salsa than I would have ever thought. It was just a few moves. You know, side to side, front and back, and a couple spins, but I didn't spin that much because, you know, I'm not the spin type. But that was fun. And then after that same night, we ended up going out and actually dancing. You know, going out to a club and dancing salsa. But it wasn't like LMA, or it wasn't like the other spot that we went to, that artsy fartsy spot. Wasn't anything like that. It was actually just us, the group, like the 10 or 12 of us, and as well as like our dance partners and some of their friends. So it was super intimate. I wish it wasn't that intimate, because it was kind of like, you know, it's kind of like a forced situation that I had to dance, you know. So, you know, I didn't have to, but it was one of those things like they taught me, so they wanted to see how it actually do. I get it, all right, I get it. But I don't want it to be like that. They ended up going to a few other spots with the group. They went on like this tour and shit like that. I opted out of a few things because of the group activities. Not just because, you know, they're older, because, you know, I get along with older individuals just in general, always have. You know, nothing weird about that. But you know, I had almost too much fun on those first 2 nights. You know, I definitely could have went to jail at any given point in time. They had to contact the fucking American embassy. I'd been stuck over here in Cuba. Don't get me wrong, it wouldn't have been too bad. I mean, considering, but I mean, I'm pretty sure the Cuban jail isn't anything like a fucking, like this. This is like the goddamn Ritz-Carlton. So I definitely don't think I want to be in Cuban jail. But I was definitely acting it up. I was acting an ass, so I had to bring myself back to earth.